The new year comes with new resolutions, but why make one if you're just going to break it? Well, now you can get over your resolution fatigue in 2023 because joining us now to tell us more about navigating the new year is therapist and author of A Little Less of a Hot Mess, Kaitlin Soule. Kaitlin, thanks so much for joining us again here on Live in the Bay.
Yes, always a pleasure to be here.
Oh my goodness. So when it comes to the new year, oftentimes people make resolutions and rules, but why is it more important to have intention and value heading into 2023?
Because most of the time, I think we all know this logically, but we kind of forget each year. Most of the time, we don't stick to our resolutions. And I hate to be like so pessimistic and just say that outright, but we have limited time, and I think it's important to say.
Yeah.
Most people end up moving away from their resolution, I think statistically about 2 weeks into January. So the reason why is because we aren't choosing what we should or what we want to do in the new year, oftentimes because of our values, but because of what we think we should do. So if we're really being more intentional in the new year, we can actually make changes that line up with our values instead of just doing things because we think we have to or should.
And something you mentioned that I'd love to touch on, you said people usually only follow through with their resolutions for 2 weeks in the new year. Why is that?
I really think it has to do with that rigidity. And I don't know the exact timeline, but I read somewhere it was around January 15th that most people will kind of step back from their resolution. And the rigidity lies in these experiences where, it's like, I'm gonna run every day, or I'm gonna give up all the sugar. And then that day comes that we have sugar or we don't run and we're like, you know what? Forget it, I failed, I'm done. And so if we can just be a little looser with ourselves and be easier on ourselves and recognize why we're wanting to make the change, we're more likely to say, you know what, I didn't do great today, that's okay, I'm gonna try again tomorrow.
And I would love to lean into that why, because oftentimes if you understand why you're doing something, you'll have more success.
Yes, absolutely. And so, for example, if my intention is to be, say I set out a goal to run every day, really that's about wellness, I'm assuming, right? It's about wanting to get up and moving our body. So maybe the run doesn't work that day, but if we're being looser with ourselves or easier on ourselves, we can say, how else might I be able to move my body today? And then you're still honoring your why, but you're not being so hard on yourself when it doesn't work out.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes that's something I think so many people struggle with oftentimes is being too hard on themselves. And then what? That causes you to fall out and the New Year's resolutions to fall through.
Yes, and then you spiral, right? Then we have all this negative self-talk about we're not good enough. Why do we always fail? I was just talking to a client on the phone on the way here and we were chatting about this pattern we get into. And so I think the kinder we can be to ourselves, the better off we are.
100%. Now, what is another tip that you may have heading into 2023 to make sure those resolutions stay strong?
I really think the big one is, the first one I said, is being less rigid. The other one is finding some way to be accountable to yourself. And I think that can look like a lot of different ways, or a lot of different things for different people. That may be like finding a friend who's trying to do the same thing you are. That might be actually like sharing what your intention is with your therapist, or having somebody close to you help you kind of stay true to what you want to do. I think when we try and do things or act as though we're like on an island, we end up not doing as well. So reaching out for support in all the different ways that we can, and just knowing that we're not going to get it perfect. So really being, I keep saying this, like compassionate with ourselves as much as possible.
Yeah, and I'm really glad you mentioned accountability. In your experience as a therapist, do you feel as though when people say it out loud and hold themselves more accountable, they'll be more likely to follow through?
Absolutely. I think there's a lot of things we know we want to do or need to do that we just take a long time to say because we don't want to admit it, right? So when we say the thing out loud, whether it's to our therapist or somebody else we trust or love, it really is holding ourselves more accountable. And so I think that's a really powerful first step. Sometimes that's all we need to do is just say the thing out loud.
And if there is just one overall thing that you can really send away and our viewers can take away from this today, what is the simplest way to just reach your goals in 2023?
I'm going to say it again, and I feel like I'm on repeat, but I think it's this important, is be compassionate with yourself, mother yourself, like you would treat your best friend, even if you're not a mother, right? It's like, how would I treat my best friend or the person I love the most? How can I be more kind? And the second thing is to really have your values leading the way instead of the shoulds.
Love it. Well, thank you so much, Kaitlin. As usual, it was such a pleasure, and you've just given us so many wonderful tips. We appreciate it.
Thank you.